Millions of people walk into this world to take something and go. But there are very few people who walk into this world to give back something. And these people who give back are known as change makers. The unknown change makers. Hello, I am Ram, Humor Ram. I am back again to introduce another change maker who has been into this field for almost 50 long years, working pioneerly on the fundraising and getting all the NGOs connected, and then he's a wonderful speaker and all the things. Let's meet Murray CULSHAW. Welcome, Murray, to my show, Change Makers. Can you tell something about yourself and how you got into these NGOs? And then you have played a very major role in the life of NGOs. And also, you were very pioneer in fundraising. That is, you started a book. I remember writing a book and getting started on fundraising and all. So today, pandemic, all people are really struggling, and all the NGOs said, what would you like to suggest them? And some few words like this, it will be a great help, not only to you and to everybody.
I am an Englishman living in India, but I was born in Calcutta. I actually have a family background that goes back many years in Calcutta. But I went to school in England and college, and then came back to India to work in a technical school teaching carpentry. And there I learned a lot of little things about the differences between India and Europe. All the time now working with NGOs. I was fortunate to start life with the social sector. I worked with Oxfam in Delhi. And actually, very soon after working with Oxfam in Delhi, I started to be very interested in the issue of fundraising. It's not a subject that I had particularly been associated with before, but there was an annual conference at that time. I think it was the first annual conference in India in 1989 on the subject of fundraising. And there what was happening was people were invited to come to that conference. We had a lot of speakers, many of them international, and they all talked about how organizations abroad were fundraising. How was UNICEF doing? How was Oxfam doing in the UK? Etc., etc. A lot of complaints started to arise that what's happening in India. Well, gradually things started to happen. Partly encouraged by the fundraising workshop, but not only that. There were a few pioneer fundraisers who were absolutely determined to raise money in India. After I left Oxfam, came to Bangalore, I had decided that I would spend the rest of my life actually helping organizations communicate their work and raise money in India. We've worked at two levels. One is the direct level, how an individual organization can raise money now in India, from Indians. So from that, we moved on to helping develop a series of national initiatives. One was the development of what was called in those days the Indian Fundraising Group, and annual conferences and workshops on fundraising. Then other organizations came along. We started to become involved in marathons. Now, why marathons? Because marathons are an event which provides an opportunity for an organization to engage its friends, its well-wishers, and raise money. So it's raising Indian money from within India by people who communicate the work of their organization. And that's what we were beginning to advocate. So we started to serve as the philanthropy partner to help organizations raise money through the marathons in Bangalore, Delhi, and Calcutta. But now we've been hit by COVID. We've all been hit by COVID. The world has been hit by COVID. And the sector has been hit by COVID. I think it's amazing how the sector has done its best to respond throughout India in any way it could. Whatever its speciality was, they tried to, they have responded, not tried to, they have responded in very practical ways to helping organizations tackle the issue. Now, Ram, you also asked about what can be done. I believe there are things that can be done. First of all, organizations must realize the world has changed. Well, the first thing can be done is realize the change taking place. So the demography of India is changing, and the other big influence is technology. So we don't have funds for technology development, but still, where can we go? So we have to learn that we've got to start communicating much, much better in the social sector. First of all, the value of the work we're doing, and the fact that we have to promote the work we're doing.